Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Blokees Galaxy version 8. One shall fall. So this is, Blokees are our model kits. These are obviously Transformers. There's 3 different versions of them. There's Defenders, which is kind of like a chibi version. There is Galaxy, which is kind of the main one. And then Shining, which is Galaxy with some like light up functions and more like metallic-ish pieces. This volume, or this wave I should say, is all focused on Transformers the movie. It's something I just noticed on the top of the box is Unicron bearing down on Cybertron, which is really, really cool. Small detail for the box they did not need to do. So this is our last box. We've done every single one, which means we know that this is Sludge. If you buy a box, you get one of every figure, which is really, really cool. And it's great. You get, I say every character. There is often a limited edition figure in there. So you don't necessarily get like every version, but you at least get every character. So as long as you're good with that, you know, this is a great way to go about it. So we've seen quite a few Dinobots already. In this release, there's been Sludge and his dinosaur form. So we do get that, which is pretty cool. I have like enjoyed the fact they've had the dinosaur versions along with the regular bot versions in these releases. And this wave has actually been awesome. One, there's been some great characters. We've gotten like Unicron in this. We've got Hot Rod. Fort Max is in this. Like, it's really been, it's been a release, and whoops, that's the way I think I want. Yeah, I think this is the way to do it. It's been a release that's had so many interesting, yep, no, that's what I want to do. Whoops. Has so many different things, and they have, like, really stood out. There's been Blitzwing, there's Fort Max, Hot Rod, there's a Sharkticon, we get, as I said, Blitzwing on that. The big one that I love is Unicron's head. Like, come on, it's got Unicron's head. It's freaking cool. So yeah, it's been a very intriguing release because there's been so much variety, not just in the characters, but also how to put them together. This is one where it really has changed things up as far as the design of the figures. They're not all main body, the shell that goes over the body with some of the main body coming out, and then, you know, arms, legs, leg. There has been, trying to get this totally solid, there we go. There has been a lot of variety when it comes to the various figures and how they go together. This one seems to be a bit more traditional, I'll call it. It's not one that's like completely different and breaking ground and something new. But, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. This does have some of the aspects that we've seen that's kind of new for this volume, which I think is really interesting. I keep on saying volume and keep on doing like comic terms. So this wave, that's interesting. We'll talk about that when we get to it. So far the legs or the feet and all that is pretty standard. It's got the side of the tails, which is is different and cool. So first thing that has stood out that is different is the upper legs. So it's got this longer joint for the knee. It's actually a double joint, which is cool. There's like 2 hinges on it as opposed to 1. So for those who are very familiar with the waves, they used to have to put these together, and then they started to send them out so that they were put together already, and then there was times they started doing like different colors. So they've changed them up here and there, but this is, one got the double joint. And then the second part is they now have this kind of lower upper thigh is what I'll call it, and then the hip joint is actually separate. Like this hip part is separate from the upper leg, which is great because that means you can actually twist the leg if you want to. So it's something that's different. It is a new way of putting this together. And gives even more articulation, which is, you know, not necessarily a bad thing. The next thing that's different is the waist. That's now 4 different pieces to put together. You get this, I don't know what you want to call it. Kind of looks like a jack. Looks like for Jack from the game Jax. And then there's a front part of the waist and then the back part. The good on this is, you know, I think there's probably going to be able to have more variety with it. The negative is it does leave a gap underneath, which I don't think was quite as present with other figures. So that is a negative. But once you kind of get the top on, it's maybe not quite as noticeable. So not totally horrible. Other thing I want to point out, so this is one that does have the shell that goes over. This is something that we've kind of seen some variety on these figures. This release has done some of the traditional where you put like shoulders on and then you put the shell over those, and then some have had like this where you take the body, put it in the middle, and then put this very large shell over it. We've saw releases from earlier sets have that, but this one has had a lot of figures that have had that, so a little bit different, kind of intriguing because of that. We'll get this on. Let's do the arms first, and then we'll do the back. All right. Arms have been pretty standard. They haven't done a lot of different variations for the arms yet. I expect that's going to be the next thing that's probably going to see like a huge upgrade. But the arms have been pretty standard, I think, for pretty much all the sets. Even the Defenders is pretty similar. All right, let's get the back. First. There we go. We are all done with these. We've got Sludge all finished up. There's some very, very cool figures. I'm liking this. I really, really like this. I think these are great figures. The articulation isn't crazy. The price point is so solid for these. If you like Transformers, if you like the figures, characters and all that, this is a great way to get a lot of cool figures. The details on these are great. I think they're just done so, so well. You know, I love it. They're already teasing, I think, the next Shining release. We're gonna keep on following it. Like, as long as y'all are interested, I'm gonna keep on doing that, doing this, because this is a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, there's more than Transformers. There's all sorts of characters for different properties. Some really exciting stuff coming from Blokees overall. So stay tuned. We'll have lots more to come in coming times. They have releases, we'll have coverage. You can go get yours. We've got links underneath this video. They're affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you help support our site. But just watching our videos support us as always, so thank you as well. If you are into Transformers, particularly the comics, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. And of course, we're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep playing with your toys and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.